Hello, it is Tuesday, and Tuesday are for techs. Welcome to Tech Tuesday. We don't get a lot of comments on this channel, but somebody asked for spear techs. So this video is for you, buddy. Spears do one thing. They stab. Today we're going to go over stabbing. Stabbing is the same if you use a spear, a long sword, or Caitlin's sword that she refuses to pick up. Stabbing is all the same, regardless of weapon. The size doesn't matter. There's two main things that you have to worry about when you're stabbing somebody. One is your body orientation, and two is your thumb orientation. First, we'll go over body orientation. If I was fighting Bob and I stab Bob like this, the extent of my range for a single stab is here, which is fine. However, if I switch my body to be in line with my bottom hand, I can stab much further. That's because when I stab this way, I'm stabbing against my body, whereas here, everything's all lined up. So how can we use this to our advantage? What we can do is we can train Bob that he's safe from over here. I'm not hitting Bob here, but without aggressing him, I can switch my feet, line my body up, and stab him in the chest. Next, let's talk about thumbs. A lot of new people, when they fight, they'll stab with their thumb up, right? Which is fine and dandy if you're trying to actually kill people, but not great for foam fighting because you'll wind up stabbing people in the head. Why is that? At the extent of the range of your arm stabbing forward, it's going to go wherever your thumb is pointing. So if I was to stab at the extent of my reach, as I reach the apex of my stab, as you can see, my thumb is oriented up. I'm going to hit Bob in the face, right? Not meaning to, it's just going up. When you stab somebody, make sure you rotate your wrist to stab either sideways or down. We can use this to our advantage by turning our thumb sideways and doing what I like to call a J hook. All a J hook is we're rotating our wrist into wherever our target is, and we're throwing just slightly off of where we want to actually hit. And then at the extent of our stab, our thumb will guide our spear or weapon into the target itself. The reason for this is if Bob had a sword right in front of him, couldn't stab him square off, but if I hook it around, I might be able to get it, and I do that by rotating my wrist over. You can further accentuate this by stepping and then hooking even further. That's it. That's Tech Tuesday. See you next Tuesday. Go stab some people. Not spear tech.